Is this thing on? Monday. I can't believe it's Monday already. We're doing it live. That's right. See, Kevin's checking in from Florida. Ginger Down Under's here, clearly down in Australia. Minneapolitan. Good evening. Thank God it's Monday. Anonymous Watch guy here. Tennessee Mike joining us. Will Carey, of course. Nate Dog. Dwight checking in from the West Coast. Floridian. Who knows where he's at? Larry C's here. Slop John. Bean Boy's here checking in from the East Coast. Michael checking in from Montana. Stuart checking in. Beach Life. Hi, Rob. Can't wait to get that beautiful Sujas Chrono. Yeah, I shipped that one. I have another one here that I'm going to sell too. Leslie's checking in. Leslie, I feel, I think I feel fine. Beach Life in Long Beach, California. 4 o'clock Crown checking in. Todd, my rich friend, is checking in. Mr. Larson is here. I say Mr. Larson. I don't know if any of you guys get that reference. Obviously, it's E. Larson, Eric Larson, but I say Mr. Larson because of one of my all-time favorite movies. There's like a Mr. Larson in there, and some of you guys will get it, some of you guys won't. Jam Curtin 1 checking in from London. Floridian is actually in Florida today. So Fedora Jet checking in from West Coast, Bay Area. Long Island John is here. Jables is here. Brave Sailors checking in from San Diego. I just missed Brave Sailor put up on for sale in the Discord. Well, not just missed. Apparently that was posted up at like 1:23 p.m. He put up a Watches of Espionage strap for sale. I would have picked that up, but it's already gone. And Brian checking in from the cold and snowy Nashville area. Chrono Craze checking in, Northern Cal, Bay Area. Brandy Norris is here. Will Carey picked it up. Good pickup, man. Actually, I have one. I think this is the same one, is it not? Is this, wait, you guys can't see. Let me share this. Is this the same one, Will? I think this is the same one, isn't it? I just picked that up. So I think I have the same one already anyway. George checking in from San Diego. Evan checking in from Australia. Yeah, 20 mil. Mine's a 20 millimeter. Oh, that's a 22. So that would have been a good pickup. Yes, the one I have is a 20 mil. Maybe I'm not feeling fine. Maybe there's something wrong with my medulla oblongata. So who makes the strap? Actually, it's Zulu Alpha that makes the strap, but it's like a special run that they do, Watches of Espionage. You can only get those ones at the Watches of Espionage website, but technically Zulu Alpha makes the strap. Oh, what makes the strap so awesome? I don't know, kind of hype a little bit. I mean, it is clearly a good strap, but is it worth like what the cost is on it? No. I mean, I can clearly say no. Like you could replicate this strap for a lot less money. But with that being said, it's the exclusivity and the rare nature of the straps which kind of drive the price up. So it's a bit of a hype strap. So, dang. I'm actually kind of digging. I'm digging these straps and this Sangan. I think it's not Sanjin. I was corrected on that. Let's see. Char's here, Evan Kelly. Let me get rid of this comment. Did I buy the marathon camo? I did not. I didn't. Yes, this right here, Joe and the Badger. Hype and marketing towards military types. That's 100% what it is. However, they are still really cool, and a lot of us still really like them. So um, the hype and marketing towards those products right now is working because we like them. So whatever. Uh, yes, I have watched almost all of his podcasts now. I'm actually been talking to him. What is it? Darren, I think is his name. I've been talking to him on the side, so potentially, maybe, hopefully, if if everything goes well, might be able to do something. Eric says, or excuse me, Mr. Larson says, "What are your watch collecting thoughts for 2024?" I'm trying to refocus. I too am. I wouldn't say refocused, but I am definitely mixing it up. I'm changing a few things. Right now, I'm going down the rabbit hole of the military hype type stuff. That's just where I'm at right now. It won't last long, I'm sure. But yeah, I have some things that I'm going to try to do, and I already have some watches on the way. I'm enjoying the watches I have. I'm going to wear some of these. I'm gonna get outside my comfort zone. I'm going to start wearing some nylon straps. I'm going to mix it up. Let's see. Ordered. See, Paul says ordered the Zhao new bronze diver today. Great price. Michael says go Lions. I heard they won a sports ball game or something. Joe and the Badger says love the Aries on the blue camo. Nice work. Yeah, the Aries is. I like the Aries. It's it's just bizarre. I just actually like it. Anonymous Watch Guy says I'm selling a bunch of watches and buying one. Good luck with that. Oops, that's my 24. Well, sounds like a trip overseas for a conversation soon. I I haven't even begun to begin the process of getting a passport or anything like that. So let's see. Looking at a couple of Oceanus watches. Those are cool. Will strap habit FKM fit a 6.25 inch wrist? I think so. I don't have that size wrist, so I don't know. You'd have to, if anybody else wants to chime in. Anybody with a 6.6 and a quarter inch wrist wear the FKM from Strap Habit? Maybe they can chime in. I know there's some people in the group that have roughly that size wrist. Maybe they've worn them. What is this? Floridian. Almost at the point of maybe selling something. Maybe. Gasp. Nilo says, NATO straps never seem to work for me. I kind of am in that camp as well, but there's alternative ways to wear the strap and a bunch of other things. So mix it up a little bit. Try it again. Beach Life. Rob, will you ever put your Fair and Sweat Vice for sale on a Sunday fun day? I will not. But I'm a serial flipper, so don't ever believe anything I say. Right there. There you go. Fedora Gent says, I have the strap habit FKM. He's a 6.25 inch wrist and he wears it. So the answer is yes. And he says it's comfortable. I have no topic for today. I wasn't even going to do the live, but I was like, whatever. It's Monday. I know people like to join in on the live. So Tim says he is content. Maybe a Zen, maybe a Longines, maybe a new Rolly this year. Yeah, I can see that. Nate Dog chiming in on the Watches of Espionage strap says he liked it, but it would not slide into my Oris Big Crown the way the slots are cut. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, not every watch is going to make it onto a strap. So, flipper service. Depending on the watch, depending on the connection, depending on the cost. There's a lot of things that play into determining whether you should flip a watch. Because if you're going to sell a watch that needs a service, you need to be upfront and honest with the whoever's buying it, and your price is going to be lower, knowing that they have to service it. But so there's that, which is also going to potentially make it more difficult to sell. But servicing a watch really isn't that bad. I know people dread it or have anxiety about it, but it's really not that bad. I'm wanting to pick up the new Longines Conquest Chrono Bronze and blame the dog at the coffee shop. Rob, what is the oldest watch you own? So the watch I've owned the longest. I don't really own like vintage or old watches, but the watch I've owned the longest is my Seiko Orange Monster, the SRP 309, and I've owned that since 2014. So um, not quite 10 years because I got it for Christmas 2014. So it'd be towards the end of the year. So at the end of this year I will have owned it for 10 years. And I'll probably do an update video then. You know, I haven't worn it a ton all the time. In the beginning, obviously I wore it a lot, but later on, like today, more recently, I have worn it like less often. YZ80 says, seriously considering the new Ocean Crawler and a Doxa this year, want a Tuna too. Those three watches are awesome. Let's take a look at those options. I would like to explore that topic that Chris just brought up. Not really topic, but the watches that he's looking at doing. So we'll start off with the Ocean Crawler because it's awesome. These guys. So they're on pre-order right now. Ocean Crawler, Doxa, and Tuna. I'm going to move your comment out of the way, but we're still going to examine all three of those watches. So hold your questions for a second, guys, because I'm not going to look at your questions. We're gonna cover those three watches, those three brands that Chris just brought up, because I think those are three solid options, and I'll tell you why. One, they're all still relatively affordable for what you're getting. Okay, they're clearly above the $500 price range. They're all actually over $1,000, but you're getting good value for money in these categories. Typically with Ocean Crawler, I will say this, they do take a pretty bad hit on the flip. I'm curious to see how well these ones do if you're a serial flipper, which Chris doesn't really sell a ton of watches. He usually buys to keep, but I absolutely love these watches. The one I would pick would actually be probably this one. I do like the yellow. Clearly, I would like to have done an orange. Maybe I'll talk to him. But this one is a full lume dial. This is a super thin dive watch, but check out the lume on this thing. I want that. That's the one I would want. So it's $1,300. And then a bold statement. I mean, I'm assuming it's true, right? Introducing the Ocean Crawler Bolt, the world's slimmest 600-meter dive watch. It's 42 millimeter. It's only 12.3 millimeter thick. This thing is awesome, and it has an integrated case to bracelet. Oh, oh yeah, it's pre-order. Okay, I seen the add to cart and in stock. I got excited there for a second. I could have impulse bought it. But I need to talk to the owner a little bit. I'd love to get one of these in for video. So lug to lug is 48 mil. This was a great size. Has a Sellita SW200. I have no problem with that. Expecting to ship January 22nd, so pretty soon. Get your very own. Yeah, I would totally buy that. $1,300. I think that's reasonable. I think that's a great looking watch. Now let's go over to let's look at Doxa. Now with Doxa, you can find good used ones because there's a lot of Doxa collectors out there. I don't like buying used watches. I'm not opposed to it. I know a lot of people do it. And I don't know what YZ80. Oh my God. My buddy Michael, Desire 68 Frogman, is in Arizona. I'm a little bummed out. I know he's got to do what he's got to do, and clearly you don't leave Canada to go to northern Michigan in the winter. So he's going to Arizona where you can get some warm sun and everything. But I really wish I could have blasted out there to see him. And I know he's probably busy. I don't care. I would be that neighbor. I'd knock on his door. I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" Well, one day Michael and I will meet up and we'll hang out. I'm bummed that he's in the States right now and I'm not visiting. So I'm assuming the Doxa that Chris would go after is probably sub 300. Oh yeah, he just posted. He liked the Army 300T. The Army 300T is super cool. I loved that colorway and the touch of bronze on there. That was a awesome watch. However, if I were going to get a Doxa, I too would get the 300T. The color, I mean, the easy choice to do is the orange. It's iconic, right? That's what they're known for. But I mean, you could go nuts, get the turquoise, the aquamarine. I think that's a great looking one. The the diving star, the yellow looks great. But I like this one. The only issue, because I love the stark white dial, is why the heck did they not put an orange minute hand on there? If they would have put an orange minute hand on there, I probably would be buying this watch. And I don't think they do that configuration at all. But they didn't have, back when I was like really looking at the sub 300s, they didn't have this white pearl, this white dial one. So, and I already have a lot of orange. I actually have a lot of white and orange dial watches. This would be a tough one. I don't really care for the carbon ones for some reason. Just don't. This one. And how much are they too? I'd probably do it on, yeah, 4 grand. No, hell no, no way, no way would I pay 4 grand for that watch. What was the other one? Seiko Tuna. I don't even know. Is the Seiko Tuna still in the lineup? I think they still have the. What's the current model of tunas? Is it this one? Yeah, I think this is one of the current model ones. I don't know that I would get that one. What else is there? Oh, well, I got a lot of options. I haven't bought from these guys in a long time. Is there a way to search? Yeah, Joe and the Badger, we know the best tuna. The one that do you still have that one? I thought you were trying to sell that one. What's the Joe, do you remember the model? I really don't remember it. I think Exquisite has one though. I don't think they have it in the new section though. Maybe they do. 35th anniversary, yeah. So I think they have. Let's look. When I was just there, I know they had one that I was like, man, you guys need to send me that. So there's the. I know they have them there. So they have this one. That's a weird part number. That's the all black. I need more pop to it though. I don't want, and the one that Joe has more pop. Or should go with Arnie. So they have this one and this one. I swear there was another one. Oh, I guess not. I don't know if I like the yellow on this one. That's $2,100. I don't even think they have it anyway. So there's a lot of tuna options for sure. Oh, you want the baby tuna? I just sold one. I just sold one used for like $300. Why didn't you buy that one? I think they still have some of those in there. So you want the automatic. Did I click? I clicked on the wrong thing, didn't I? I clicked on Presage. That's a killer watch right here too. This SLA 071. I don't want a blue dial watch. I don't think there's currently a Seiko that I actually want right now. I thought there was one in. No, that one's too small. Yeah, I just did that Seiko. I just had this one on the for sale, the SRP 637, and there's probably some. I wonder if there's any like Thailand turtles would be good, but isn't there a is there any like Zimby ones? Ah, yeah, here we go. There's some gold, and that one's kind of weird. I have this one. This is a smaller one. My wife has that one. I mean, it looks great, but it's too small. If they would have made that one in the larger one, that would have been awesome. But this Zimby one might be kind of cool. It's gold though. That one's kind of cool. I've never seen that one. SRPC 96. They made 1,200 of them. There's a real picture of it. It's got the blue bezel, the gold trim. I think if you're going to go, in my opinion anyway, if you're going to go for a Seiko, get something weird. Get a limited edition one that's hard to get or hard to find. What is that? An SLA Zimby? Is that already out? Look at, they even framed in the date window. Who is this? Rook, Japan? Huh. That's an interesting looking MM300. You know what? I've never owned a MM300 like that style. I've owned the tunas, but I've never owned the automatic version. I would probably rock that, and it's got the blue dial. I don't know if I like it. Okay, let me look at the comments here. Let's see. Picked up the SPGN 027 in Tokyo. Perfect. Do anything watch. Have you seen the Brown Longines Hydro Conquest GMT? I think so. Todd, my rich friend, says that watch now runs $4,000. Oh, they only made 428 of them. That's a pretty cool watch. No way I'd pay $4,000 for it. I'm not there mentally. Where's the best place for a beginner flipper to sell? I don't know. I get asked that all the time, but I really don't know because I sell I just sell on my channel and through my Discord. Actually, are you in the States, Forbin Colossus? I don't know if you're in the States, you could join my Discord, and there's a lot of trusted buying and selling going on. They're all trusted members. But so that points out, I guess, basically is get into a group. Yeah. So even if you don't want to join the Discord, like you got to get into some sort of watch community group, whether it's on Facebook or another Discord group, or because there's a lot of free ones out there too. The issue with the free ones though potentially is they're a little less protected. Maybe it depends on how they're ran and administrated. Whereas like mine is like very controlled. It's very smaller community, but other than that, it depends on what you want to sell. Like you could send them to me if it's something I'm interested in videoing. You could email me, and I could, put them up on a Sunday Fun Day or something like that. Yes, the MM300 should have the 8L. I don't know what the designation after the 8L is, but it should be an 8L movement. And yeah, YZ only sells on he says flippers there's a subcategory in my Discord called Flippers Paradise, and that's where Chris would buy and sell. So Brave Sailor with a $2 here super chat. He says he sells on Reddit, Watch Exchange, or private Discord. No, I've looked on Reddit because I'll use Watch Recon a lot to search for things. So, and it'll bring up watches on Reddit as well, but I've never been able to buy on Reddit. Like I tried to message a guy recently for a watch I was looking at, and it wouldn't let me message him and stuff. So I don't understand the Reddit, but you could learn it and use it. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people love it. Some people hate it. It is what it is. And there's that too. Like Dane Celine Driver says, his Zelo sales always go on Zelos timekeepers. So that's another solid point. If you have a heavy collection in a particular brand, you got to put in a little bit extra work. You're going to have more likely a sale if you have some Zelos, if you're on the Zelos Timekeepers Facebook page, because those are all Zelos fans, right? So it's a great spot to focus in on. So like there's a lot of Facebook groups. I don't know about other Discord groups, so there might be a lot of other Discord groups out there. I don't belong to any of them, so I don't know how they operate or anything like that. I just know mine works well. But yeah, hopefully that kind of gave you some direction. I think Facebook groups, Discord groups, if you can find them, you can join the Random Rob Discord group. You can just email randomrobreviews@gmail.com, and Tennessee Mike will get you taken care of. Or you can just email me at randomrobreviews@gmail.com and give me a list of what you potentially wanted to send over to Sunday Fun Day. I turn down a lot, if I'm being completely honest, because I don't have time to do that. I already still have ones that I'm trying to sell, and then I'm going to take a break. The Sunday Fun Day thing is not necessarily going to be a regular thing. It's just a thing that I will do once in a while. I think I was looking for just, I don't want to share too much of what I'm always looking for, but I was looking for Breitling. I was looking for a Breitling Avenger, but white dial. I thought I had found one. See, it's already gone. It's not on here. That's pretty cool too. I don't know if I like that one though. Yeah, I'm not paying that much for it. That's on Reddit. Oh, it's not on here now. Oh well. So like if you go over to my Discord, like and you go to Flippers Paradise, let's hide this comment so you guys can see a little bit more. So you can see here, like Sergio has a Seiko Alpinist, whatever model this is, trade value 500. He's looking to trade for something. You have Eric at Bridge. He's got a bronze tone, but he's got 2 builds that he did. He does like a lot of Seiko mod builds. and he has those for sale. IFL watches Casio Grove Blossom worn once. So 200. I don't really like this particular colorway on this one, Brando, but I have been wanting to check out some IFL watches because when bought this, it was $400. So here's one of the Random Rod limited edition. Looks like it's still brand new. Eric is selling the Sea Storm $200, and this is number 44 of only 50. There's only 50 of those. Oh, that sold. So yeah, let's try to leave the old prices just so we can see those. But Rowing Blazers SRPG J61 still available. That's $340. Some vintage 80s data banks. That's really cool. I haven't handled the vintage one. That one's pretty cool. If I'm being honest, it's sold, thankfully. Midwestern Watch Dude was selling this Citizen Aqualand. $175, man. I seen that pop up, was it yesterday or something like that? I was very, very tempted. I love that. That's a cool looking watch. I have this for sale, the Seastern Vintage GMT. That sold, and that sold. There's a bronze cotton candy Oris for sale. Grand Seiko. Oh, Chris already sold it. YZ80 was selling it. So all the good stuff that has good prices sell for. Here's a solar quartz tuna. Looks like it's getting a charge. Sitting on the windowsill. Here, oh, I didn't realize Homer was selling a bunch of stuff. Seiko limited edition, Maurice Lacroix. That actually is a really cool looking Maurice Lacroix. Limited edition King Seiko and the Frederic Constant. I want to see this. That's a cool looking watch. I actually really like that. I might see if Homer wants to send me that. I'd like to see that watch. That's a cool looking watch that you usually don't see around. Pontos Diver 2023 edition, only $800. I might ask Homer to send me that. I want to maybe video it and help him sell it. There's a Seaward still for sale. So a lot of great options on here for sure. Sorry, I was just kind of browsing myself. Let's go back to this. All right. Let's see. What does this say? If it's over 2,000, eBay is a good place because that's when their authenticity checks kick in and they have good customer protection. So that's for probably buying and selling. Honestly, that's a good thing to, if you're going to go at that price level, is to have that authenticated. And I think it goes through the authenticator, I think, is in Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. And I've heard nothing but great things with that. So that's a good tip too. Now eBay, yeah, I mean, I haven't bought nearly as much as I used to, but I have. I mean, the watch I have on right now, I picked up through eBay. No, it was only like $500 or $600, or let me look it up. I don't remember what I paid, but then I had to pay tax on it, which I can't stand doing all that because it's. Oh shit! I paid. I thought I paid like $6 or something like that. No, I definitely paid more than that. I paid $916. What was I thinking? I paid $906 after tax and everything. I paid $916 for this thing. Yeah, this is not a $900 watch. It's a nice watch, but it is not a $900 watch. I must have been in a manic behavior when I purchased that. But ultimately I wanted the strap, which the strap is clearly not worth $900. Is arguably worth the $150 that they typically cost. So, but that being said, yeah, I'll probably end up having to own this watch because I don't think I'm going to get my money back on that. But whatever, the seller's probably happy, so that's good. Eric says the Sea Quartz 30 is your new grab and go. That's a great grab and go watch. I have the Eclipse, the black one, and I have the regular stainless one, and they are both phenomenal watches. For the price point, those are killer options for sure. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Reading some comments. Mitch Maddock with a $10 here super chat. Thank you very much. Thanks for the Unimatic shipping and being Random Rob. Thank you, Mitch. Also, your challenge coin is in there. And that is one of these. Look how thick that is. And it has that on the other side. And these glow. I'll show you that. So, yeah, your coin is in there too. Let's see. Evan Kelly, I'm not surprised. Awesome. Yeah. But where is my Random Rob notice? Those are shipping at the end of the month. Those will be shipping soon. Yeah, I know they haven't really communicated. They're super busy jamming watches out right now, guys. Notice is like crushing it right now. They are so slammed. So, yeah, those are shipping at the end of the month, as well as I actually picked up that orange dial notice. Let's just go look it up because let me share my screen. It's the first one that pops up too. This is so cool. Let's do that. So I ordered that watch, and that's a good representation of how it looks in the real world. Ginger Down Under. I will be shipping you a coin. It's going to take me a minute. I've been slowly trickling them out. I'll start shipping them more and more to the Discord membership. So if you're a Discord founder member, then you get one of my challenge coins. Dane says, I was the guy who bought the Aqualand off Flippers. That's a sweet watch. Keep me in mind when you're ready to let it go. No hurry. Yeah. I know, and you guys are super patient with me and everything. Oh, Chris says just bring it to DC. That's actually a good point. I'll be at the DC District Time first weekend in March, and I'll meet a bunch of people there. So I'll bring some challenge coins with me, so I'll be able to personally hand it to you, which is way cooler than just it showing up in your mailbox, right? So yeah, I got this guy coming, and it's the same thing. It's going to be hopefully shipping at the end of the month. I'm super excited to get this watch. This is kind of like my Orange Explorer, which doesn't exist. So thank you, Notice, for making this watch, and Matt Farrer. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Are you close to DC? Yeah, check this out. It's a DC District Time watch show. So it's this show right here. And yeah, Florida, it'll be Atlanta at Atlanta on March 23rd for the Intersect show with Notice and those guys. Yeah, this one's March. It's Saturday and Sunday, March 2nd and 3rd, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And brands. So lead sponsor, Sal Baltimore. Baltimore, yeah. So definitely, you're 30 minutes out. Yeah, definitely come check it out. I'll be there. We'll hang out. It's good times. I'll probably be downstairs. I think as last I know, I have like my own table. So, but Zao Baltimore watches. Alan Zao there. Hopefully, I don't know if his wife will be there because I know she takes care of the kids quite often when he goes off to these events. But Alan will be there for sure. He's awesome to meet up with. Mac from Canopy will be there. The good folks from Stella will be there. Of course, Marcus and his crew will be there. Formex, Trosco will be there. Townsend Watch, Bespoke, I don't know too much about. Vortic, RT and his crew will be there. Not familiar with that brand too much. McDowell Time Bum is who I was talking to work with this. Axia Time, Bremore Campus. Circula will be there. Colorado Watch Company, which is also RT from Vortic. Dufresne will be there. Delma, Dryden, that's Jerry, the owner there. Farron Sweat will be there. It's awesome. Formixheim, Jack Mason, Peter will be there with his crew. Little Treasure will have a little display. Laurier will be there. Mark Time, Maryland Watches. Notice will be there as well. Ocean Crawler, and Richard Harvey. So it's a smaller, more intimate show, but I can straight up tell you it is a great show. You don't need 2 days to go there, so just pick Saturday or Sunday to go there. I would prefer if you went Saturday because I'll be there Saturday. I'll probably have to drive back on Sunday, so I'll get in Friday late. I'll be there Saturday, and then I'll probably take it off Sunday. So if you can go Saturday, so hopefully we can meet up. Hopefully we'll make that happen. Yeah, Atlanta would be a good show. Jack Mason will be there. Yes. Hopefully Eric says, I met up with Eric in, what town were we in? It was in Rhode Island. I can never remember the towns. Not Newport. It wasn't Newport, Rhode Island. But we were in Rhode Island, met up at Saltzman's. I'll reach out to those guys. I don't know if they have an event going or anything this summer, because I would love to go there again and visit. This time I need to bring my wife and turn it into a little bit of a vacation. That's a beautiful area. Discounts on watches. Oh, you know who I noticed was not on there? I'm going to have to give him some shit about it too. Is Phil from Visitor Watch. He's not on the list. What the heck, man? That's where I picked up my last Visitor. That's a bummer. Yeah, you can get discounts there. You know, bring your negotiation skills and a good personality, be positive and stuff like that. Yeah, you can often leave with a decent deal. I don't know if there is any information on that one yet. Because I don't think there is information on that show yet, because they did Los Angeles. And you can kind of see it's a smaller, more intimate show. Tons of great people there though. And it's growing. The show is just going to continue to grow because it's a good thing they're doing. So yeah, you can look at the lineup. That is nothing. That lineup right there is going to dramatically change. There's going to be so many people there. So it was Newport, Rhode Island. I don't know why I'm so bad with remembering that stuff. Yeah, Paul's pretty much a master negotiator. So if you happen to go to a show that Paul is there, definitely meet up with Paul. If I'm there, Paul and I will probably be not too far from each other. We kind of hang out a little bit. And Paul can help you negotiate a deal. Oftentimes package deals too. If you show up with like a buddy or me or Paul or something like that and negotiate kind of like not a group buy, but like, hey, I'll buy one. If he buys one, can we get this deal and stuff like that? And that's just the way it works. That's the way it works. Yeah, I don't think there's information out on the Intersect Atlanta yet. Is that maybe I... Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. Let me text Wes real quick. All right, I texted Wes. We'll see if he answers. He's a busy dude, though. He doesn't get back to me always right away. You're saying you saw... Okay. Whoa. What's going on here? What the heck? Let me go back. Let me share the screen. Where did you see Atlanta? Oh, right there. Next up, Intersect Atlanta 2024. There's still no details though yet, Dane. That's just a little blurb. Did I miss it? Oh, it is there. Shit. Thanks, Leslie. Of course, you would see it. Leslie and I actually bought our visitor watches together at that show. Yeah, Leslie and I bought our visitor watches together at that show. Now, Leslie left with hers, but Phil had only brought the one. So, oh man, thank God he's going. I was kind of bummed that I thought I missed it there. So thanks for pointing that out. Um, yeah, I still love my tune. I did give away my blue ostrich strap because I did copy what Leslie picked. Leslie picked the blue ostrich strap with the visitor. I ended up giving mine away. I just wasn't wearing it, so I gave it away to my buddy. And I don't know if he's wearing it or not. He'll probably like it, but not living in. There's a lot of things going on. I don't know where you live, Evan, but like there's a lot of things going on in Europe. Like you gotta tap into that community, but there's definitely some things going on, and I think there's a drive for even more things to happen. So hopefully you can tap into something. I know there's not as large of community around micro brands. Oh, you're in Australia. I don't know where you're at. Like I know Australia's huge, and then you got basically, Brisbane, and then you have where's all my postcards? I forget all the I don't depends on where you're at, but there's definitely a watch community in Australia. It just depends on where you're at. Like if you're in, was it Perth or whatever, it might be a little more challenging, right? But if you're in, Sydney or Brisbane, you're definitely going to be able to find something there. Heck yeah, I'll see you there. Hopefully Saturday. Um, Remember, you kind of know what I look like, and I see your picture, but like, so if you see me there or hear me there, like, just come up and say hi, because I'm not gonna be able to spot you. So like, because I'll be very distracted. Okay, so you're 1 hour from Brisbane. Yeah, you can definitely find something to do. Oh yeah, and you have two really big YouTubers there. You have Jody and you have the Mad Watch Collector. So isn't Jody from? Yes, yeah, he is. I don't know where he lives exactly, and I don't like talk to him on a regular basis. And there you go. Justin says, "Don't worry, Evan. Some places in America are a little light on shows events too. Pittsburgh here. Yeah, but you're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You're closer to the DC district time than I am, and I'm driving all the way from northern Michigan. So you don't really have an excuse, Justin. You could definitely blast down to DC and go to that show. And then on top of that, you're really not that far from New York City, which is the New York Worn and Wound Wind Up show. So you could definitely go to that too. So you're definitely in a populated area, and you have quick access to all that stuff. Oh, is he in the UK? Yeah, what was I thinking? They all sound the same. Isn't Oz near Singapore? Singapore is a thriving watch location. Um, I don't know geographically that they're that close to Singapore. Oh, Peter. Yes. Peter. He does some great videos. His channel should be way bigger than it is. But sometimes I feel like that's the case for my channel too. So yeah, I want to make it to the wind up show one of these days. The wind up shows are something pretty epic, and for where you live, I would just say go up to the New York show, um, and I'll do my best to be there in October. But that's kind of a must go show. Now, those shows I would say go on Sunday. For the Warner Wound wind up shows. Sunday's the actual day to go if you can make that fit into your schedule, because Saturday is bonkers busy. So Wes says he has just the date, time, and venue. Well, I don't know what other information you would want because that's pretty much everything you need to know, right? So, yeah, I just texted him back. Actually, just looked up. It's 8 hours. So Ginger down there saying to Singapore is an 8 hour flight. That's not terrible. Dane says, I wish Elshin would come to the States, anywhere in the States, even Californication, I'd go. So Dane says he hates California, he doesn't want to go there, blah, 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 blah. But if Elshin were to go to a California watch show, Dane would go to California. Now, I really hope Elshin will go to California because I want to see Dane in California. I want to see this happen. We need to make this happen. I was talking to Elshin like a month or so ago about that. I don't think him visiting the States is going to happen. I just don't. It's not in the cards, unfortunately, because I would like to see him come here too. Dane in California, no way. Dane in California would be hilarious. It'd be fun. The shit, I forgot what I was going to say. The California shows are great. There's the Warner Wound Wind Up show in San Francisco. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Todd says the cool thing about Peter, he's a watch enthusiast, not someone trying to sell you a watch. Correct. He's actually a professional photographer and he loves watches. I kind of feel the same way about Evan over at You're Terrific. Kind of the same thing. He's a straight up watch enthusiast and he's just very good at doing the video, and his bizarre type of humor, it's probably called. The issue I have, or not issue necessarily, but I wish some of these YouTubers that I actually really like to watch, because I don't watch much watch content, is they're very they don't post a lot of content. So I'm sure on the flip side, I probably post too much content. Like posting one watch minimum per day or one video per day is too much content. Sometimes I do two, sometimes I do three, and that's just too much content for most people to consume. So, but conversely, like I wish some of these other YouTubers I actually like watching, I wish they would post more videos, because that's typically what I watch. I don't watch like cable TV and like sports and all that stuff. I don't watch that stuff. I watch YouTube. So I agree, and I'll talk to those guys. I know there's a Grand Seiko event coming up, probably in the spring. So maybe I'll make it to that one. We'll see. Um, Will, I think you and I both know how that would end. That's like your ritual. Yeah, I will, until I like can't for some reason, whatever that is. I will continue to post. I mean, all things are going to come to an end, right? So at some point, I won't be able to do this for one reason or the other. But until that time, yeah, that's my intention. And if you think about it, I didn't do this intentionally, but I have posted at least one video per day for since like I moved here in 2018. So like late 2018, 2019, somewhere around there. What is that? 19, 20, for like four, possibly 5 years. I've been posting a video every day, which is incredible. It's insane. Most YouTubers don't keep up that level of intensity or tenacity or frequency. Most YouTubers do not post a video every day. So, and to do it for years and years, think about that. Like nobody's doing that. Yes, I have a little sipping going on. I'm drinking Four Roses single barrel 100 proof. This stuff is delicious. You watched a video of mine from 7 years ago. What was it? That was 7 years ago. I had done videos prior to when I'm saying the video per day. I just was not doing them as frequent. So, yeah, and YouTube says I have 3,600 videos. That's just nuts. Like I said, at some point that's going to have to come to an end. I can't keep that up. Yeah, there will. Even if it's not an official meetup, guys, if you're down in Florida, like I might just do a trip. Like there's a watch that I was looking at potentially getting because I've been selling a lot of watches. So we'll see. Yeah, and Brave Sailor said there was a couple years ago. Remember when Jody got booted off and they had to come back? That in that time frame, Daniel, you're right. I deleted like 200 videos. So and that sucked. I didn't want to do that because I never want to delete videos because that's always reference material for all of us watch enthusiasts to research. I know most watches have like a short life cycle. So like when they first come out, most of us like the new model, the new model, the new model, right? But oftentimes we'll go back and look at old watches to reference. And when you Google that, hopefully my video will pop up, or if you look on YouTube, then you will have that as a video reference. So it's good to have that archive, that library of videos for all these watches. Like that's what's great about YouTube and everything. So Canadian Watch Monkey says he puts up one video per week. And that's very realistic. That's common, right? That's probably leaning more on the normal side of things. Um, I've had many people tell me they're like, I don't know how you do what you do, and I just kind of brush it off. But um, recent events in my life, I'm starting to wonder how and why I do what I do because I sacrifice quite a bit, and this stuff really isn't important compared to like what's really important in life. So, um, yeah, I mean, they're just watches, guys. We obsess about them, but they're just watches. Michael says he just bought a Casio Pro Trek today and watched your video before I bought it. See, exactly. That's 100% it. If it's not exactly your model, chances are I might have a video that is like really close to the model that you might be looking at. And I love that I have all of that data out there for people like Michael and everyone else to reference and help you choose what watch you may want to spend your hard-earned money on. Matthew was watching my Gen 1 monster videos the other day. Yeah, those are old. You do it because you enjoy it. Yeah. It's I enjoy it most of the time. I am compensated for it too, as I should be. The amount of work that I put in for it, I should be compensated. So I don't feel bad about that at all. But it's also part of my routine. And I don't feel like my day is complete unless I do some sort of work down here in the watch room. So there's that too. Like a lot of people, they have their routine of like working out or whatever, or whatever you do in your normal daily routine before like you can call it a complete day. Working in the channel is one of those things for me. It's just like I have to do it. Otherwise I'm going to be like, dang it, I didn't go down to the studio. How late are you running tonight? Well, I think I'm about done. What do you think? Because believe it or not, I actually have more things to do. I only made one video. I was supposed to make multiple videos. I still need to make the Breitling video, and I got all the exquisite watches, plus my normal list of things to do. And I have another watch to ship, but I'm probably not going to do it. I appreciate you guys watching. Let me give you guys a little bit of lume, because just like me working in the studio, I don't know if this is even going to show up because of the angle of the watches. You can kind of see it. So you can see a little bit of lume there. The Aries is actually really good. Oh, there, and then there's the coin. You got to get one of these. In order to get one of these, you got to be a founder member in the Discord. It's worth it just for that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next vid.